Say hi. Are you sculpting? Do you want to say hi?
Oh my gosh, that is so good. This is the first time I'm trying this. This is the pulp juice. It's a combination of 3 different juices. It's the guava, pineapple, something else. I can't remember.
Orange.
Orange juice. It's very sweet and it's actually really refreshing. Good?
So good. This is also good. And it's good.
The crust is like so flaky, and then the inside is really like, it's really cheesy, so it's something that I really like. So, and then there's just a tad bit of bacon in it. It's creamy and crispy pastry. And what do you think of the potatoes?
I love them.
I think they're delicious.
They're delicious.
The salad also has this like light vinaigrette dressing on it, which is also really nice. Thank you.
Hi, Daisy.
Hi, Daisy. How are you?
Ready? Take photo, cheese. And then Daisy, can we do a photo too?
Daisy, you look so pretty today.
Are you dancing and everything? Oh, ballet? Yeah, you look great. Aw, I love it. Thank you, Daisy. You look fabulous as always.
Yes, very true. Oh, there's a bigger one.
Bars out here. So let's go around the side because then you'll have a better.
Look at the Riviera in the background.
Yeah.
Look at you. So proud. I wouldn't have thought about that.
No, if you come over here, you're still gonna have and look, then you have the ostriches in the front too.
True.
Really need to pull out my sunglasses, but I don't feel like it. We're currently walking around the Riviera Resort right now. We just finished breakfast over at Topolino's Terrace. And what did we think about breakfast?
It was so good. The hog juice, amazing. We treated ourselves to mimosas because we were struggling trying to get our reservations, so we celebrated with those mimosas. Those chef's kiss, everything. I can't wait to come back. I honestly can't. Meeting the characters were just so amazing. I loved every single second of it.
How was breakfast itself? How was the food?
Oh, best breakfast I've ever had. Oh my God.
Good. So over on this side of where we are walking, we are actually looking at the pool area at Riviera Resort. They have their kiddie section with a Fantasia theme. I will also let you know that what Topolino's does do is if you are currently having a drink or finishing a drink, what you can do is ask for a to-go cup. So,
I'll have to thank you.
we're gonna come and look. So where we had breakfast was on the very top floor of the Riviera Resort, so it's all the way up there.
Picture.
Picture. Did you get your picture?
Got my picture.
Watch, she's going off. Okay, so we're gonna rate Topolino's Terrace for breakfast. We did do it with the character breakfast.
So out of 10, what do you think?
The quiche was nice and fluffy with a really nice crispy crust. Characters, I have to rate it pretty high, but I can also say I have never done a whole lot of character breakfasts, so I would say it's at least a 9.
So I had the 2 eggs any style. It came with potatoes, my choice of ham, bacon, or sausage. I did sausage. The potatoes were just amazing. 10 out of 10.
So I was talking about being able to take stuff with you. I asked for a coffee to go, so she brought it with us. It was amazing. Our Uber driver to get over here was amazing.
Marcos, amazing. He gave us some trading cards. He is a cast member for the Magic Kingdom boats, and he was our Uber driver today, and he gave us some trading cards. Marcos and I are best friends.
So we had a lot of fun. We're gonna go ahead and keep walking around Riviera and see what else is around, but 10 out of 10 would definitely come back for Topolino's Terrace.
Yeah. 100. Yes.
100% come back for Topolino's Terrace.
Yes.
In Disney Vacation Club resorts, we have 11 in Orlando. Out of the 11, 3 of them has 2 showers in a studio, which is here, Polynesian, and Grand. All the others have just 1 full bathroom. So you get an extra shower when you stay here at Riviera, Polynesian, or Grand. Now, it's all about storytelling. So Walt was French-Irish descent. That's why we built a park in Disneyland Paris. So we wanted to highlight and pay, homage to his ancestry. So knowing that he was French-Irish descent, the storyline here is very French-European inspired. So a lot of the artwork, the names, as you can see, is all French related. Like if you look at the way the tower is, that gives you that French type of castle look.
Yep.
So that's the storyline here, heavily European inspired. That's the theme. Now as you walk back there, you have your pull-out bed and you have your pull-down bed. So this is the way we are going in the future. A lot of the DVD has already conformed to the new pull-down bed, which is the Murphy bed there.
Okay.
So we don't have the queen size pull-out so far. Now we
Okay.
have this. When you remember, you pay annual dues.
Mm-hmm.
You pay annual dues because you want to upkeep your property, because you own property at Disney. You can will it, you can rent it, you can sell it, you can transfer the deed, and you stay in the premium deluxe accommodation. So the same money you spend in the moderate, it's essentially redirecting that money, and this is where you would stay.
Yes.
Best rooms with great creature comforts, nicer pools, nicer amenities, nicer service, eating at the #1 restaurant on up on 10 Topolino Terrace. Fine dining.
I was about to say, we just did breakfast there.
How you like it?
It was
Oh,
amazing.
Yep. It's the #1 fine dining right now on property. This is a perfect view. So all the DVC villas come with different views. Some have no views, like say Boardwalk, Boulder Ridge, Copper Creek, Old Key West doesn't have any views. So some have a lot of views, like Animal Kingdom, Aulani in Hawaii. Are you familiar with Aulani in Hawaii?
I'm from Hawaii originally.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that resort is spectacular.
I've
It's a
seen photos. That's a goal.
$1.2 billion property. So this is the quiet pool, and then the active pool is over on the left side. So
Okay.
all the DVC resorts has more amenities than anywhere else. Games, activities, gyms, spa, lots of, as you can see, more water options. Whereas if you go over to All-Star, you don't have water slides,
Yep.
or Pop Century, or Art of Animation. So this is the top of the line. So if you look back and add up all you spend over the years, add it up and add it up and add it up, what does it come to? A ton of money. So you're taking that money, you put it into the club, and you can build the membership, rent it, sell it, or transfer the deed. So the same reason why people buy homes, they don't want to rent an apartment, or rent a condo or whatever. You essentially buy a home because you want to own something. So that's the thought process. It's taking anywhere dollars, redirecting it on your own villa style accommodations. You can will it, rent it, sell it, or transfer the deed. The deed is represented by points, and you get your points year after year to use for your room size. So here you have your coffee maker, toaster, microwave, mini refrigerator, and then over on this side you've got your big closet with the, as you can see, the collapsible laundry basket. You get access to free washers and dryers.
Awesome.
You don't have to pay to use a ton of quarters.
That's
so now
awesome.
we're going to go into the 1-bedroom. So combine the 1-bedroom with the studio, it's a 2-bedroom villa. If you close this door, your 1-bedroom is kitchen, full kitchen, living room, master bedroom.
Wow.
So you have your pull-down bed, you have your other same bed like over there in the wall, you just pull it down, ready to go. It's very spacious. This is one of the largest 1-bedrooms and 2-bedrooms in all 15 because we cut the veranda and we give it a little more depth. The lighting is amazing. All the fixtures, lamps, etc. You have different options. Of
I love
lighting.
This is amazing.
Oh, I love this artwork.
Yeah, so it's, as you can see, Beauty and the Beast, all French theme. And then your master bedroom has hidden Mickey at the corner of the bed head.
Oh my
On the
gosh.
outside, you have hidden Mickey. You have the closet, you open it up and it lights up automatically. And then here, these doors are the French style doors to one side. So this is, all the French themed, as you can see, all the elements of European inspired theme. So if you look back here, look at the view. All DVC resorts has the best views, especially when you stay in the Grand Villa. The Grand Villa has the best views.
And it's possible to do this room, this, and the room beside you
that'll
stay
be
with like a big family.
That will be a 2-bedroom villa.
Okay.
So out of 365 days a year, you can vacation 1 day at a time in any size room.
Okay.
Smallest room, least amount of points, larger room, small points.
Yes.
We did 2 nights in a 2-bedroom, 2 nights in a 1-bedroom, 2 nights in a studio. You can mix and match. It's not where you have to stay an entire week. And we are the main hub for the Skyliner.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is the home of the Skyliner. Shuttle between Epcot,
Soaker tub.
Caribbean Beach, Art of Animation, and Culture.
This is so stunning.
So as you can see, it has a slight of Victorian elegance to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but not as how the brand is, but we have a little more color, a little more storytelling as it relates to French-inspired theming. Rainfall shower top.
Oh,
You can close this door here in the middle, and one guest can use this side, one guest can use the other side.
Wow.
this is gorgeous.
I am sold.
Yeah.
We've
And then you
been
have your
sold.
washer and dryer.
This one has a washer and dryer?
All 1-bedrooms and 2-bedrooms over here has
That's
washers and
the-
dryers. You
Oops,
can
sorry.
pack light, you can go to the pool and go back in the nighttime. You don't want to go with wet swimwear, you can just throw it in the dryer. But more importantly, you don't have to come with a lot of suitcases.
Yes.
That way we can bring empty suitcases for merchandise.
There you go.
That's really what we're looking
And
at.
if you were to price the 1-bedrooms and 2-bedrooms, they're very expensive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You've never stayed in a premium resort?
Mm-mm.
No. Well, I'm sorry, that's a lie. I've stayed at Bay Lake Tower,
Okay.
and I've stayed at years ago when I was first coming to Disney. I think it was Beach Club.
Oh, okay.
I
Did
think.
you stay on the villa side or the hotel side?
I don't know.
Right.
That's
Because
the
they have-
part I don't
For
know.
some DVC, not all of them, this is all villas. So like
I think it was
Boardwalk,
hotel side.
Boardwalk has a hotel
Can I try to pull this
side.
down?
Yeah. And it's the
Move.
same one as
Wait,
like
this
on
go.
your side.
Well,
That you have to push out, but you don't have to. Yeah. So Boardwalk has villa side and hotel side. Here, Old Key West, Saratoga is all villas. So there's cubby holes, put your phone, there's charging stations everywhere.
Wow.
So you just pull this back and you're good to go.
wow. Stunning.
Yep.
But then you don't have to move any of the cushions.
The only thing you move in is this.
Wow.
So did you want to see the Granville? It's up on 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's head to the Granville. So this is your master bedroom.
This is pretty.
Full kitchen, washer, dryer, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, seats 12. So all Granvilles are the best of the best.
Yes.
Best views, best everything. Best location. And one reason why you came in is to see all your pressure washing outside. It never looked dirty to me, but you
No.
want to keep it up to Disney standards.
Oh wow, that's pretty.
So the artwork is amazing. See the tile work, vanity table, big bathroom, rainfall shower top. The beds are raised. You can put your suitcase under the bed.
That's one of my favorite things. This is stunning. Oh, that view.
And just to let you know, if you do finance with Disney, it doesn't get reported to the credit bureau as of today.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been like that since I joined in 2000. We don't know if it'll change in the future, but if you go to buy a house, they don't see it on your credit report.
Oh, look at the hidden Mickey's over here.
I'm coming.
So you have your living room, your kitchen, your master bedroom, and 2 other bedrooms on the other side. Check the ceiling, your washer dryer is right here. This is full size. You're very private, not like the double stacked one. And there's 2 bedrooms and 1 bedroom.
Oh,
Love it. Full kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, if I test kitchen, I'd learn how to cook.
So
I
most guests
s-
would use these. They use these for birthdays, anniversaries, special occasions.
So pretty.
Mm-hmm.
The ceiling.
Yeah, see, it's
Stunning.
amazing. So all grand villas are like this.
Mm.
And some are 2 floors. Most of them actually just 2 floors, like
Bay Lake.
Bay Lake, Animal Kingdom, Saratoga. 1 floor concept is Grand Floridian, Boardwalk here, and Copper Creek. But this is the only one that has 3 full bathrooms. All the others has 4 full bathrooms.
This is so pretty.
So here we'll have 2 queen size beds. So you'll have a queen size bed here, and you'll have a queen size bed over here.
Okay.
I love that table. That's so cute.
So this
Look
doesn't
at
come in the
at the
room.
window.
Yeah.
Aw.
So you wouldn't get the table in the room, right? This
No,
is just
yes.
for the room. Yeah. We're going to start doing presentations here soon in the living room, and then if any guest has questions about the membership, then we meet in these rooms.
This is where we sign our life away.
No, you don't sign anything. Everything is done in DocuSign. We stopped doing that since COVID. We send all the documents to you to your email.
Okay.
Yeah, we did that before COVID. And then we had to come up with a different way after COVID because we didn't want to touch in paperwork or pens. And then that remained permanent.
Okay.
And then this is the other bedroom with 2 queen size beds, and this has its own full bedroom.
This is pretty.
Yeah. So you can make it happen and enjoy these type of accommodations.
One day.
But then the price goes up as you went for 3 months last year.
I believe it.
You know, when you take, that's why we recommend you start them with financing options.
Yes.
You can always pay off the loan whenever you want. And it has your mini kitchen, well, except the sink, it has a microwave, coffee maker, and toaster. And then the bed is right in here. And it's a double bed, not a queen size.
Okay.
But look how big the bathroom is.
It's
Half the size of the room.
yes.
Almost.
Let's say it's kind of what you need. You need more bathroom space than.
Yeah. You still have a little area to sit outside, get some fresh air.
Very pretty.
This is gorgeous.
No one else has a tower studio.
Okay.
This is the first resort, and then we opened up one in Disneyland. There, it is called the Disneyland Towers of the Disneyland Hotel.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Villas of the Disneyland Hotel, sorry. VDH is a short abbreviation. On September 28th, that one has tower studios, but they give it a different name. It's called Duo, a Duo room.
Okay.
DUO. We started sales on that on Monday coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
very excited. Oh.
Venez, suivez-moi, je vous prie. The chef Rami is waiting for you. This way. Qu'attendez-vous? Des invités pour le dîner.
No. A simple omelet? Too simple.
What?
Mais oui, that's it! Que manigancez-vous?
So we are doing Spike's Pollination Exploration 2023. So you can pick this up at the World Showcase shops when you get into, I can't think of the entrance.
We came in the back entrance, not the front entrance.
Yes, the World Showcase entrance. And then you can also get it when you first come into the parks. Well, we're doing a scavenger hunt, so we just knocked out France with Spike the Bee. So we're going around looking for Spike the Bee. Right now, too, we are waiting for the boats to go across World Showcase Lagoon, and we have a lightning lane for Living with the Land. Woohoo!
Yay!
Trowel and Terrance.
Trowel and trellis.
We got the boneless impossible free and short rib.
So I was able to stop at Walmart and find us some reusable utensils. So that's what we're going to use. All right, you ready? I think we might need a knife and my fork.
All right, ready?
I don't know. So what we're doing is we are trying specific items right now to get
some of that rice.
Yep, go ahead. We're trying specific foods right now because in the Flower Garden Passport on the back, if you try so many treats, then you get a free treat down at the end. So they'll tell you all of the ones on this side, what goes towards, and then you get a little stamp. All right. So I'm going to take that other piece that you cut with some rice.
That was really good.
Absolutely.
I don't know what part I enjoy more, the rice or the short rib.
I'm going to try a little bit of this. This is a little bit of the slaw. I'm not a big fan of the slaw. It's more of like a pickled slaw. And I love pickles itself, but I don't love pickled things, if that makes sense. But the short rib itself is really nice and juicy. Mm-hmm. It's got a really nice smoked type of flavor. It's also got a nice sweet flavor to it.
I enjoy that a lot.
A little bit of a kick, but not a lot.
I love rice. I can eat rice all day.
It's a good, nice, sticky rice, though.
Yeah.
Alright. Not 100% sure what this is, but we're going to try it.
It should say.
It tastes like bok choy or something like that. It's an earthy. It's got a very earthy flavor to it.
Cilantro lime rice. Kimchi mayonnaise. And it's just saying slaw.
It tastes like bok choy. Not 100% sure though. The rice with that short rib sauce though,
Yeah.
that's really good.
Are you talking about that sauce right there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the mayonnaise if you want to try the mayonnaise just by itself.
I did.
Mayonnaise is really This is actually a really good dish.
Yeah, it is.
If you're one for a little bit of heat, this has a little bit, but it's not like overpowering.
Yeah, not at all. Going back in for the rice. You can have that last bite if you want it. I just want more rice.
The only thing I didn't get was napkins, so that way we could wipe this off before putting it back in our...
I just got it.
Nope.
Alright, so out of 10. I'll give it a solid 8.
Yeah, about a solid 8. So we're going to be rating all of our foods.
This is really cool.
Yeah, it is.
We're in the butterfly house, by the way.
Have you never done Butterfly House?
No.
So we're in Butterfly House because we are looking for our sticker for Spike.
Spike, where you at? Going. So we just went to
The land cart,
Yes.
right next to the Butterfly House, because we were over there with Spike.
There's a good. Sorry, the string got stuck in my fan. So we got the cookies and cream chocolate mousse cup, and we got 2 frozen Cokes. Let me tell you,
That was needed.
very needed. I need
Okay.
caffeine.
Okay.
Fork.
Spoon.
Fan.
Putting this down. Did
Oh,
you?
there's a flower in it.
Okay, we're gonna take the flour out and put the flour over there. Okay. So all of the treats that we are trying are vegan, non-dairy options.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
Yeah, so if you look in the book, it says cream in quotation marks, so that's not actual real cream.
It's really good.
It's really good. It kind of reminds me if you've ever had dirt cake.
Yes.
It's exactly what it reminds me of.
Yep.
If you can see it, it's got little layers in it. So,
This is really good.
mm-hmm.
Alright, out of 10. Ah!
I'm gonna stick with. See, for me, if I'm actually thinking about it as dirt cake, it's missing marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give it a 7.
But see, the best part is not dirt cake. So you can't compare it like that.
That's more fun that way. No.
So I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah, so a lot of the things that we are trying in your book, it has either a strawberry, which is a garden graze. It's either plant-based, which is made without animal meat, dairy, eggs, or honey, or it's gluten and wheat friendly. So if I go and find it in my book somewhere. So this one does have a strawberry and a plant next to it. So it is a garden graze along with it is plant-based. So it makes it easier for everybody to try.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really happy with that. I can't finish that.
It's very
It's definitely shareable. I wouldn't say it's just one per person. It's very shareable. So it's literally like the Korean short rib. I'd say that's definitely a two-person dish.
Yeah, so when you're coming to the Flower and Garden Festival, or possibly any festival, a lot of it is going to be, if you want to try multiple things, I would get multiple things and just share everything.
Oh, definitely. That's good.
If you love chocolate, this is right up your alley. I'm not a huge chocolate person. But yeah.
Give me your phone too.
Can't get it out of my pocket.
Welcome to a voyage of discovery and awareness, the richness, the diversity, the often surprising nature of living with the land. Our journey begins as dramatic and sudden changes are sweeping over the land. The approaching storm may seem violent and destructive to us, but to nature, it's a new beginning in the cycle of life.
Mine or yours? Yours. So you turn it off. Thank you.
Beneath the surface of the land, roots trap water from the flowing mud, extracting precious nutrients and minerals. These elements, when combined with sunlight, create the diverse living systems of our planet. One of those living systems is the rainforest, home to the most amazing concentration of life on our planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich and productive living systems, providing us with oxygen, food, medicines, and other elements essential to our lives. In the desert, nature has created a very different, but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm. Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use and sometimes overuse of the land. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure both human and environmental well-being.
Here at EPCOT, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using natural predators, like ladybugs and wasps, to control pests. In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. In arid regions, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on salt water. In Japan, we're learning that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more fertile without the need for chemicals.
How will we meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems, and for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world. When we mention farming, you probably don't think of fish, but fish farming, or aquaculture, accounts for nearly half of all the seafood consumed globally. Tilapia, bass, and catfish, like the ones you see here, are three of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. The sustainable system we're using here recycles the water in the tanks. As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources.
And the scenes you're making on the side for you. So I noticed the last one. I think that was
So get that one.
I will.
And then you can just send me whatever.
While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world. These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and pesticides. Another innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides. We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. Some of our best ideas have been inspired by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yields and better control diseases. These crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses in restaurants here at the Land every year.
There's a figment.
The The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, EPCOT scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better quality plants. We hope you've enjoyed this unique journey through our living laboratory. If you'd like a closer look, then check out the behind the scenes walking tour. It's a chance for the whole family to get up close and personal with the plants and growing techniques in our laboratory. Please keep your hands and feet inside the boat and remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop. These greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce bountiful harvests for our growing population. Scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land.
Because I know what this is. This is not a good one. I'm not wearing a mic.
It's fine.
Sorry. Oh, it's the aftertaste. That's disgusting. So they stamped yours, they didn't stamp mine. So you'll have to use mine to go get it.
I want to try this first. I've been excited about this. Oh, that's good.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a big fruit person.
Just like a little bit. My knife is not going through. No, mine's not going through. There we go. Ready? Cheers. That's pretty damn good.
They're surprisingly really good. Oh yeah. Okay. And then this one.
This is gonna be a mess. Cheers.
No bacon on yours.
I got a little bit.
Ready?
I'm gonna eat over the plate. They taste a lot.
I like it better with the bacon. I'm gonna eat over that. Sorry.
That's fine. I think there's a little moisture in the filling. I don't love that as much as I thought I would.
I don't either. You want to know, out of the two, I actually like that better.
Between these two, I like this better.
You Terrans named our galaxy Andromeda, and yours, according to EPCOT, after a Terran dairy drink. I am still trying to comprehend you Terrans and your terms, but find Milky Way a curious choice. Among the newly formed stars. Constructed on a vast system of atolls, our city features a wide array of architectural styles, inspired by the many cultures and species who have traveled across the galaxy to call Xandar's home. Xandar's urban core is home to some of our most unique residences. Many Xandarians prefer to live privately in cities close to the ocean.
Featuring a unique silicon-based life form, these reefs interact with metals in our seawater and act as natural superconductors. Power is generated, then transferred wirelessly to land-based storage units for a constant supply of energy. We are also enormously proud that our oceans are home to thousands of species of pelagic life. Yes, everything we do on Xandar is done with the goal of creating a better way of life for our citizens. Another of our cities on Xandar is designed as a
Alright, time for the Guardians of the Galaxy review. Again, I believe it was a really great ride. I was really nervous about this one, more than I thought I would be, just because I don't do well with coasters that kind of spin and go backwards and stuff like that. So this one you are sitting up straight, but they do start with going a little bit forwards, and they kind of break off the coaster and you kind of go like this, and then they get you back in line, and then they shoot you backwards. Was really scared after that because I wasn't sure how motion sick I was going to be. I will say that there are probably parts that I didn't watch just because I was trying to make sure I didn't get sick on it. It was smoother than I anticipated, and I didn't end up getting motion sick on it, which was great. But I did probably miss a ton in the storyline just because I was trying. If the car was going this way, I was actually paying attention to where the car was going instead of what was in front of me. Really great ride, really loved it. Would definitely want to do it again just so that way I could actually pay attention to everything. But yeah, would totally do it again.
I didn't record any of this.
Huh?
I didn't record any of this. Tap.
We'll begin with the capability test to see how your vehicle designs perform under challenging weather and surface conditions.
Monitoring road surface. Connect to OnStar. SimCar performance data acquired.
Let's see how your designs hold up now.
Commencing SimCar off-road and extreme weather sequence. Capability test results displayed and verified.
Now let's see how your vehicles compare when it comes to their efficiency.
Scanning SimCar for optimal eco-efficiency. Engaging EcoScan for aerodynamic efficiency. Drive systems analysis. Hyperspectral imaging in progress. Calculating total enviro impact. Commencing responsiveness test.
Okay, the responsiveness data is now being synchronized.
Automated driving technology verified and active. Automated crash avoidance technology disengaged. Display Displaying responsiveness data.
Here comes the final test.
Energizing for power test. Displaying power test results. SimTrack performance testing complete.
This concludes your performance testing. You'll be able to see how your Chevrolet custom concept vehicle designs compare with the sim car after you disembark.
That's actually pretty good. I wasn't sure what I was gonna think.
So we didn't get it with the spicy corn chips. We just got it with the regular plant-based cheese. And oddly surprising, it's got a very big, heavy garlic taste.
Very.
But I don't mind it.
I don't mind it.
It goes really well with the sweetness of the corn, actually.
It's really juicy.
Nice and fresh.
Alright, so what'd you think?
I give it a solid 8.
I was gonna say 8.
Solid 8.
I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would.
Absolutely.
So, I'll take it. Alright, next one. Germany.
Wave to the camera. The influencer who has too many blisters on her feet and needs to walk barefoot in the middle of EPCOT.
Hello. We are now exhausted. I just had it. There we go.
There we go.
Alright, so this is the potato pancakes with house-made applesauce in Germany.
This is
Last
the,
one.
I was about to say, last one we need. We're getting dripped on by the rain. This has been a very interesting day, to say the least. Okay, I'm gonna try the applesauce. Oh.
It almost tastes like hash brownie.
I like them separate. Now let's try them together, because that's how my ancestors in Germany do it.
I don't mind it.
They're actually pretty good.
I don't hate it. Hello, Rain.
Sorry.
Okay, out of 10. I don't know if I want the applesauce cold or warm. If I would like it even cold. But I feel like it would give it a whole new texture if it was. I'm gonna go 9.
I was actually gonna say 9 because I tried them separate first and then tried them together. And actually, the applesauce doesn't have a ton of flavor, but to put it together with the latke itself, or the potato pancake, it's actually very good.
Feeling some of that applesauce.
I guess I should have said that.
Good.
I can't believe you actually made it all the way around the world, despite being bloody and disgusting.
Did we walk through Canada?
Yes.
We did.
Not at this point in time, but we did walk through Canada at one point today.
Yeah, I did it before my feet got bloody.
Yes.
Good Lord.
Ah!
Okay, you're almost there.
Blister just popped.
Oh, Jesus. She's having a time. That's when you zoom in on her blistery feet.
No.
Pretty good.
Hey, guess what? I made her try things today. What did we try right before we got off?
Lots of things.
Before you got off.
Sushi.
I got her to eat sushi.
Really?
I did. She picked potato pancakes and applesauce in Germany.
Call server is Miss Shabita.
It's okay, I'm just recording. What'd you get?
I got the Guinness Stout. That's great.
Gotta get you too.
Lauren, let me see.
That is very cool.
Look at the blue Mickey balloon.
Aww.
It's so cute.
Which one did you get?
The Mickey confetti shake.
The confetti shake.
I got a yellow balloon last time, now I got blue. I want to see yours.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, yours is strawberry.
Mine is strawberry with a Minnie Mouse cupcake.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god. It's so good.
And I have a chiropractor appointment tomorrow after work. I'm trying to get into Magic Kingdom thinking.
We're gonna try to go to Trader Sam's.
Oh, man. It's not bad. It's not what I would. I don't like ketchup on my fries or any of that. I just like salty food.
That's why I put
Yes.
So, recap for EPCOT.
EPCOT Day. EPCOT started at, first off, we were able to get a breakfast walk-up dining reservation for Topolino's Terrace. If you can ever get a reservation,
Good for you. If you can't,
walk up works just as well. We honestly only had about a 10-minute wait after we did our walk-up, so it worked out perfectly, and we absolutely loved everything about it.
we celebrated with getting mimosas because we were able to get a walk-up reservation. Because keep in mind, from 60 days before our trip, we were checking every day for the reservation.
Pretty much. If she wasn't checking, then I was checking. If I wasn't checking, she was checking. This was the only dining reservation we couldn't get. So, yes, we celebrated with mimosas. Yes, it was delicious. Everything was delicious.
Everything was delicious. Of course, you're going to pay the price because it's Topolino's. But I would say that was my favorite character interaction from our trip.
It was also the smoothest.
Yes. Yes, it was. It was very nice. The breakfast was amazing. Meeting the characters were amazing. I loved seeing them all in their different costumes for painting, sculpting, dancing, poetry, just all the different art forms. I loved that. From there, we took the Skyliner we did a DVC tour before we did the Skyliner.
So you'll see all of that below.
I loved the DVC tour.
It's gorgeous, it's amazing, and what we have to remember is that it's a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a thing I purchase whenever I win the lottery. If I don't win the lottery, I won't be a DVC member. From after the tour, we went and got on the Skyliner to EPCOT.
Yep, started with Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
Yep, we got a lightning lane for that. We also did Buzz's scavenger hunt, which was fun. We got, we redeemed our
Spike the Bee.
Did I say Buzz again?
Yes, it's Spike.
I've been calling it Buzz the whole time. It's Spike. My bad.
Spike the Bee. We did that.
Redeemed our prize for the Snow White Cups, which you will see here. We also went and ate around the world.
We didn't get to redeem our prize just because it was raining, and by the time that we had finished our dinner reservation at Beaches and Cream, everything was closed. Everything was closed.
Yep.
So
we didn't get to redeem for our little Dole Whip, but hey, it's okay.
I am proud of us that we did try as many things as that we could, even with the monsoon that did happen.
So, with all the festival foods that we tried, what was your favorite?
The braised pork. That was the very first thing that we ate.
The Korean short rib.
Yep.
Yes. That was my favorite. I would say that was my favorite thing too.
It wasn't something that we were anticipating either. So
it was really, really good. It was plant-based, which I'm not a plant-based eater. I would go back again for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's on my best of the fest list.
Yep. But I always think that Fushi's a good one too.
Yeah.
Which I did get her to try. Unfortunately, I didn't get a picture or any video content of that. But she did try it. She did like it.
I did. It was very, very good. After eating around the world, we met Em at Beaches and Cream. She was my lifesaver, gave me different shoes because I tore up my feet that day.
It monsooned.
I walked around the majority of World Showcase barefoot. Yes, I was that person. Please do not ever do that. I had no other choice. My feet were bleeding. What else we went to Beaches and Cream. What were your thoughts on Beaches and Cream?
It's a very good child-friendly, family-friendly
comfort
food. We did do a lot of that this trip, so it was good. I got a grilled cheese and tomato soup. My grilled cheese had some bacon on it. It was actually really good. So yeah.
And then you got dessert too.
Yeah, it was. So I got a strawberry shake. It wasn't exactly what I had anticipated. It was good. It was just more like strawberry syrup than like strawberry ice cream.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if you like that, it's great. If not, I recommend something else.
So your high and low of the day.
Low is it monsoon. And
yep.
I was soaked.
Yes. Your high.
I'm thinking Guardians.
That's your high?
That's my high.
My high is Topolino's. My low was my feet.
Live and learn. We're living and learning on this trip.
And the worst part is I knew better, and I went against my best judgment.
We're learning.
So,
We're going through it. All right.
So that's the end of day 2. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe, and follow us on social media. All the links are below.
And we'll see you next time. See
Bye.
ya.